Time long of Valentine, white man
because him you have breadies. Gaman good long all falla, long stealing black man. Time long all Valentine, white man because him you have breadies. Gaman good long all falla, long stealing black man. You know you bought me no one to go. You not tell me to go Queensland, long long was sugar cane. Pull me long about, me no one to go. You not tell me to go Queensland, long long was sugar cane.
Hello, my name is William. I'm come from Vanuatu.
Hello, my name is Krishna Nahow, and I'm Australian South Sea Islander. I heard that song long time long, old fella time, in 2010 when my family and I went to Port Vila for the 30th anniversary of independence, Vanuatu independence. And our taxi driver, when he was driving us back to the airport, we just started talking, and he ended up being from Motalava, which is one island that my family came out from. And we got to talking, and then he sang us that song. And it's a song that's always stayed with me because it's such a short and sweet little song, and it tells the story of the blackbirding time. And it's always followed me around. And when I went to Motalava in 2011 and asked people have they heard of this song, and a lot of people had heard the song, and I managed to record people, and in everything that I do, that song seems to stay in my mind. We have family island connections with Motalava, which is a place where William comes from. His family comes from Motalava and Ra. So Ra is one place they're renowned for their black and white sea snake dance. So William is one man that savvy that custom dance. And our family came out of Motalava, and they came out of Vanuatu and also Tanna. And we also have the connection with the Torres Strait. What happened with some of the ships, when the islanders came over here, instead of taking the islanders back after their 3-year contract, it was known that some ships just took the islanders out, places close up to the Torres Strait, and just threw them overboard. So a lot of people that managed to survive swam to Torres Strait, and so that's why we have that connection with Torres Strait and Tanna, because that old fella that was my great-great-grandfather, he married one woman, Torres Strait, so we have that connection. When I was growing up, I was living with my grandmother. So it was her father that was the small boy that was taken from Vanuatu. So we grew up knowing him. She called him Bumbu, and he pretty much raised her. So I was lucky I got to grow up with my grandmother and be around the older South Sea Islander people in Bowen. And my grandmother, she was involved with an organisation called the Australian South Sea Islander United Council, and she was the treasurer. So I spent a lot of my time going around to meetings with her and sitting under the table out the front and sleeping and going all about with her. From seeing her and the organisation, all the people, it just made me want to continue telling their story, because to this day I don't think that there is justice for those old fellas. And you know, they were the pioneers, they were the backbone of Queensland, of pioneering Queensland and the economy, and there hasn't been a proper recognition of what they've done. So that's sort of what drives my artwork, is just that we haven't achieved the justice and the acknowledgement and the recognition. With my artwork, it always sort of comes back to being about a narrative, telling a story, and it's not so much about the materials or techniques. Like I do use digital photography and sculpture and textiles and weaving, and it's just trying to tell a story, and it always seems to come back to the South Sea Islander story, and it's about reclaiming in a way, because our story is important to us, but it's being told a lot of the times by academics or, you know, white fellas or, you know, historians, which is good, but through art we're able to tell our story. My work is about reclaiming our story, and it's about looking at the image, like for instance the images at the John Oxley Library, and reclaiming them, because they're images that are often, the title of them might be Unknown Place or Unknown Girl or whatever, but we have connections with those images, and you know, they could be someone's family or they're a place that people recognise. So it's just taking back control of our story and our images and our identity, and just being able to tell our own story, from other Islander portraits to my self-portrait, to then looking at the blackbirders and making them the subject rather than the Islander being the subject. I wanted to sort of, in a way, bring these people, make them accountable and bring attention to them as more of a villain, not so much as a pioneer of, like for instance, Robert Towns, who was the first official blackbirder bringing the indentured labourers to Queensland. I was looking more at his image and trying to make him a subject, and looking at just the psychology of why people would bring other people as their workers, why they think that they have the power, and then they take all the prestige as being the pioneers. The Custom Collective came out of, in 2011, my two children and I went and we stayed in Motalava for 7 months. I was doing an artist in residency, and just being there and witnessing custom, I just wanted to bring some of that back into my lifestyle back in Australia. And also, a lot of people ask, who are Australian South Sea Islanders? And, so you know custom dancing and you know this, and unfortunately I don't know custom dancing. Like for me, all that custom and culture, we've lost all of that. So it is about wanting to reconnect with the lost cultural heritage and coming together and creating our stories from the Vanuatu, from the homeland's perspective, and our community that's been our Australian community. This is the start of our project. This is the first project where we're collaborating Vanuatu and Australian South Sea Islander. And William has come here to make a canoe, traditional canoe. For floating land, I'm trying to make smaller boats out of bamboo, because bamboo, for me, there's a connection between the islands and here, because most of the houses there are made out of bamboo. So Yeah, but my boats will be more, they might be more like a tall ship rather than a canoe. So yeah, we're just sort of coming together to tell our story and just connect with that, me to connect with our lost culture.